The wait is over. Nano Banana Pro 2.0 is finally here and people say AI can't get any better, but today I'm showing you the great overcome. We are looking for real quality, not fake AI look. I've tested about 10 impossible scenes to see if this engine is ready for the big screen. Let's get to work and confirm. Alright guys, so welcome to Nano Banana Pro interface right here, and if you come over the tools section, you can see new. Now, the Nano Banana 2.0 has been automatically integrated, meaning the previous one has been stepped down. So you're going to be activating it. Immediately activate it, you have images to pick and use from here, but then if you have your prompt, as we usually do, I have my prompt, and this prompt are going to be used to test the Nano Banana Pro 2.0 Scale Realism. So I have selected all these prompts carefully from different perspectives, from lifestyle, from tech, from movie, from the normal stuff we have seen, from physics and the rest, and even from our day-to-day activities, guys. So using this 10 smart prompt, I'm going to be testing Nano Banana Pro 2 and see exactly how it works. Without further ado, let's proceed. Now let's copy this first prompt over here, and we're going to be using a reference image and paste it over here, guys. So head back and upload your reference image. So let us see if this Nano Banana Pro 2.0 can actually beat the realism and overcome the previous one. Let us see if there was any development and improvement. Alright, so you can look at the skin of the characters in this particular picture. Now usually AI make blue skin looks like a plastic toy, but with the Nano Banana 2 Pro, it overcomes that. It overcomes that plastic skin looks, guys. You can also see the texture of the skin and the leather harness around the whole image, the whole dragon, the whole characters in the picture, and this look totally like human. Now you can also look at the human standing there. The scale is perfect. It feels like a real movie set, not a fake edit, guys. So yeah, Banana Pro Realism 2.0 is good. Moving to the next prompt 2. So we're going to be uploading a reference image for this prompt 2 as well, and we'll hit it up. Always keep your engine on the thinking model for best result. Here we go. This is the result of prompt 2. Now look at the purple and blue light on his face, guys. Look at the details of the purple and the blue light on his face. Now in older AI, bright light usually wash out the skin and make it look like a white blob, but in this one it is realism. Here the light wrap around his face naturally, showing every tiny detail of his skin and the reflection in his headset. So definitely if you see this without being told that it's an AI, you wouldn't even figure out it's an AI because it is looking 100% realism. The skin is looking real, the light color grading and the blue texture of everything is looking absolutely nice. Moving to prompt 3. Okay, go ahead and upload your reference image after pasting the prompt 3 over here. Now once that's loaded, go ahead and smash. So this image entails just one thing, which is called speed. The image captures speed. Now you can see how the edges are blurry while the person is sharp, right? This is to keep the whole focus on the character of this guy. So the engine is showing movement. The Nano Banana Pro 2 engine is focusing on movement. The giant mushroom forest and the monsters plant look solid and real. They don't just look so plastic. They don't just look like just normal plant. They look solid and real, and they are put into action, guys. So the monsters are real and not like just a flat normal drawing. So this is what makes Nano Banana Pro 2 stand out from the normal one, you know, not just a plastic stuff, a realistic stuff, guys. Moving to prompt 4. We have our prompt 4 active. Go ahead and smash. So this is a prompt 4 and this is the result. So we are beating Nano Banana Pro to a physics text, a lightning text, a design text, and a human skin realism test, guys. That is what we are actually doing. That is why I carefully selected this prompt. So this is about the floor and the windows. Now look at how the orange sunset reflects off the polished marble floor. So you can see how the man on the floor is reflecting back into the penthouse floor right there, guys. The engine understands exactly sunlight should bounce off different surface. So you can see the man reflecting down, you can see the sun rays, you can see the orange light on the chair and the rest, guys. So this gives you that realism that yeah, Nano Banana Pro understand lightning and understand how it should bounce off. Moving on to prompt 5. This is the result for prompt 5. So as you can see, there's a lot of chaos here. There is fire, smoke, and the mud. Now let me just give you a quick summary of this images right here. This is about Vikings. This is about Ragnar Lothbrok. Yeah, so this is about Ragnar. So usually AI blend all this into one blurry mess, but look at the Vikings braided hair. So you can see the braided hair, look at how accurate it is, and it bears as well. Now you can also look at the leather armor on his body. Everything stays sharp and separate, even with the fire burning behind. The braided skin, the skin and the clothes are looking 100% realism. So the chaos and everything, amidst all the chaos, Nano Banana Pro 2 was still able to pick out this core important stuff to keep the character realistic, from the skin, the beards, the hair, and the leather jacket he is putting on. So yeah, this is what we say Nano Banana Pro 2 has taken it to the next level when it comes to direction. Alright, moving to prompt 6, upload reference image for prompt 6 and then smash. I made a video exactly on how you can get this Nano Banana Pro using it for 30 days straight for free, and you can redo it once the previous one has expired. And here we go. Now this is another high detail image from Nano Banana Pro, and let me tell you why this particular one stand out. Now look at the black jacket closely. Look at it closely. You can see tiny and individual raindrop sitting on the fabric. That is details. Now other AI would just make the jacket look shiny, but this Nano Banana Pro engine usually draws the water drops. It makes sure every tiny detail is particularly recognized. It looks like a high-end fashion magazine photo. So guys, you can take a look at this. You can see the snow, you can see the little water on this, and you can see the reflection of light, guys. Moving on to prompt 7. The prompt 7 result, and this is another messy atmosphere. You can see the mud, you can see the chase and everything. Now I actually call this the elk chase. Now this is what we call the messy test. Look at the mud. You can take a close look at the mud right there, and the spark flying off the bike. That is, anytime the bike passes in the mud, there are spark flying. Now you can also look at the tires. The tires are dirty and are naturally feeling the impact of the mud on the wheels, guys. So most AI makes mud look like flat brown paint, but this keep the realism to the next level. Here the mud look wet and heavy, and the spark look like they are actually popping off the ground. It handled messy scenes so perfectly. So as the bike is moving, it's hidden in the water and the mud is splashing out, and the splashing out is not looking plastic, it's looking like a 100% directed scene in a movie. The realism in this is in the next level, guys. Moving up to prompt 8. So the prompt 8 is a sand test. So you can actually see the tiny grains of sand caught on his beard, guys. Take a zoom at this. You can see the tiny grains of sand caught on his beard head and floating in the air. Now the harsh sun makes his skin look like weathered and real. Now the harsh sun, that is still another way of saying the color grading and the light bouncing. It's hard to make the skin look this natural at the same time. Now Nano Banana Pro 2 does this seamlessly without stress. Moving to the prompt 9, it's called the Kaiju conversion. Now this is the logic test, and this is another fun side of Nano Banana Pro 2. Now we have a regular sized man standing in a miniature city. Now the engine didn't get confused. It kept the man big and the monsters tiny. That is the difference. Even the small explosion on the floor looks real. The tiny burst of light, everything looks real. Despite the man being giant, it did not mistake to keep the tiny creatures the same size. It kept the real world up and the tiny miniature city down. That is when it's having a logic thinking and not just rushing into generations. Moving to the prompt 10. Alright, so this is the last prompt, prompt 10. This is called the Smart Home Hub test. Now this is a glass test. So you can look at the transparent tablet in his hands. You can see through the glass to the kitchen behind it, guys. So this is very, very transparent. You can see through it. The glowing buttons are still easy to read, guys. Making something clear but visible is very, very hard for AI. But this looks like a real tech product, guys. So we have the glass tablet in his hands. We still have him reading from it, and we can still see through the glass tablet to the next wall in the kitchen, guys. Now this is really, really hard for AI to keep something clear and still keep it visible. This is hard, and then Nano Banana Pro did it without stress, and everything was good. So we have come to the end of the prompt, and guys, what did we focus in this prompt? I made sure I used simple words for you to understand. I kept the direct comparison, and I made sure each one explained why the version is better than the old one, and we focus on results. So this is basically all for the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, touch the bell, and drop a comment. See you all next time.